Happy New Year! Are you one of the 1,000,000, I don't have the exact figure, but are you one of the many people who set a goal this year to get or stay organized? I'm Erica Bell, professional organizer, and I'm here to tell you why you probably won't keep that goal this year. But don't worry, I'm also going to give you tips so hopefully you do achieve your resolutions this year of getting or staying organized. All right, enough of this. Let's get down to business. I love the new year. It's full of so much potential and possibility, but sometimes we go into a fresh new year with some guilt. Maybe we've made goals in the past to get or stay organized and we haven't been able to achieve them. So first I want to say forgive yourself for not achieving these. Get rid of the guilt. However, I do want you to evaluate why you weren't able to get or stay organized. So a few things that may have been the cause is maybe you didn't have a clear plan. Maybe you just said, I want my house to be organized, and then you didn't do much more than that. Because it's overwhelming. You know, if your whole house is unorganized, it can be very overwhelming. So maybe you had that goal, but you didn't have a plan. Maybe you went out and bought all the things from your favorite store and got them home hoping that these bins and containers would magically, make your house more organized, but you didn't know what to do with them. You didn't have any systems in place. So, you had the supplies, but not the systems maybe. Or maybe, you actually did put some systems in place, but they didn't work for your family. You wanted them to work. You watched a documentary and you said, I'm gonna do this to my house and I love this style and I'm gonna put these things in place, but then your house is still a mess. So one example of that would be, having systems that work with our families. So I ideally, for my pantry, would love to have beautiful baskets in there for different snacks and different items. Do I have those beautiful baskets in there? No, that's okay. I have clear bins that are labeled because I've got a husband and kids and they need to be able to see, they want to easily access their items. And the baskets and beautiful containers wouldn't do it. So clear bins it is, so we've got to find what works for our family. Or maybe your house was super organized. You say to me, my house was super organized for years and now all of a sudden I just don't know what happened. Well, I'll ask you this. Did your systems that you had in place grow and evolve with your family? Or your roommates or with you, whoever you live with? Maybe you had a mud room that housed all of the sporting equipment for sports and activities that your kids did. They could grab them and go before, to practice and all that. Well, maybe they don't do those activities anymore, but we haven't really tweaked or changed the mud room so that it does reflect what they're doing now. So, just simply updating your areas, especially if you have kids, things change 6 months, a year, a couple of years, things change quickly with kids. Or maybe with you personally, maybe you've gotten a new job and, so your home office is no longer what it needs to be. So kind of identifying that. So once you've identified why, the things that you've had in place or the goals that you've had, why they haven't worked, then let's move on to the next part. So the next part is questions that I ask my clients before any project. So the first question is simply, what areas do you want organized? To which many of my clients will come back and say, my entire house. And then I'll say, great, love it, awesome, let's do it. But let's put it in bite-sized pieces. So what is the area of importance? So kind of writing those down. From there, saying, what are your goals within those areas? So if you said kitchen is my top priority, what are your goals for there? Maybe, one of my goals personally is I want to be able to quickly and easily find Tupperware. I have to pack lunches for my kids every day. I don't want to have a headache in the morning or in the evening when I'm trying to pack these. I want to be able to see my containers, get them, pack their lunches, and be done with it. So maybe having those goals for each space, or if it's a closet, I want to be able to house all of my purses so that I can see them. Whatever your goals are, it can be big or small, anything, writing those down. So then thinking about those spaces and maybe understanding what do I need more of or less of. So maybe you go through, let's go back to the Tupperware example. Every now and then I'll pull all my Tupperware out, which I get it. I know that sounds maybe like a headache to some of us. And no, is it super pleasant, not always. However, the end result will be super pleasant. So I take them all out and I make sure they all have their lids. If they don't, if somehow one has gone missing or it's broken, maybe I need to donate it or throw it away, recycle it. You know, so going through those areas, if it's your clothes or your bathroom, going through those towels or going through those sheets that, you know, maybe you can donate some of them or sell them or give them to a friend. You know, I will never, ever, I'm not here to tell you to get rid of your things, and I will never tell someone or make someone get rid of something they don't want to. However, I will say to you, let's not organize things that we don't love or we don't need or we don't like. So then from that, you know, kind of putting aside the stuff that maybe we need less of, and then realizing, what do we need more of? So maybe you have 50,000 pairs of shoes and you love them all, you wear them all, you don't want to get rid of any of them, that's great. Okay, but let's find a system that works for you. Do we need multiple shoe racks? Do we need to use more vertical space? So maybe trying to identify, you know what, I really think I need more hangers, or I need more whatever it could be. So kind of taking a mental inventory of that. And lastly, show me or tell me an area you have in your house or your life that works right now. Is it your living room? Maybe your living room is super organized. Or maybe you're really into jewelry and your jewelry case cabinet is just pristine. It's perfectly organized. So having those areas that you can identify that are organized and asking yourself maybe why, will help you to take those other areas and make them organized as well. So forgive yourself for any goals that you haven't kept in the past. Using those tips to move forward with a clear plan will hopefully help you to actually reach your goals of organizing your house, your home, your life, and staying that way this year. Comment below if you set those goals this year. I want to be cheering you on along the way. I'm always here as a resource. So please like this video and subscribe to my page. There'll be more tips and tricks along the way. Let me know how I can help you. I'm so excited for this journey with you. Thanks for watching.